Örebro.
Örebro, sorry, apologies to my Swedish colleagues and my Swedish friends and family. We've just started the game and a very first big deep shot and intercepted immediately.
Yeah, not finding that connection straight away that they've had all weekend on this hybrid team, but perhaps, you know, that finals jitters. This was the final last year as the shot goes straight back the other way.
Trying to toy with it in the end zone, nothing available as of right now. Just biding time, and the first score going to the reigning champions. It is 1-0, a lovely break shot, break interception technically from the Swedes as they lead early doors.
Yeah, very nice stuff there. The long shots going both ways, but Örebro able to bring their one down, not rushing anything into that end zone. I was surprised they were able to squeeze it in at the end.
They were biding their time there. There was just one person in the end zone. He just wanted to throw it to him, but he took his time. I don't think maybe the stall got a little bit high, but he just bided his patience and it was just so available. And now hybrid with the chance to punch one in on offense. Hopefully they can rectify after that early break.
Yeah, I imagine this is going to be some of the tightest defense the hybrid have come up against, and there goes the hammer.
And that is an unbelievable hammer. That's a superb shot from hybrid. A lovely defensive bid as well to try and put pressure on the receiver, but no avail. Very calm, very cool, and very collected. It is now 1-1 in Hello Stockholm.
Yeah, huge bid there. I mean, with both teams here showing early doors that they're here to play. And as I briefly mentioned before, this was the final last year.
Indeed it was. It was a very, I believe hybrid were actually 2 points ahead towards the end, but 2 break chances from Örebro is obviously, it was 2 break opportunities from Örebro that won them in the end of last year. But already very fast, very intense energy here. These teams obviously know each other very well. They've got a little bit of a grudge towards each other. Hybrid have obviously picked up a couple more different players from last year. So maybe it might allude to a different result, but we will see throughout the game as it goes on. This 40-minute final as well, actually. So it's a very long time to get lots of points on the board as a lovely scuba. Working it upfield. Didn't like the look of the up-the-line shot into the end zone. Biding his patience.
Just trying to find that final pass, and there it is, front of the end zone. Örebro able to put another one in, and huge defensive pressure across a lot of that point, but able at the end to escape the mark in the end zone and put that one away. Some nice creative shots there to get themselves out of that pressure. That scuba across the field found them in a lot of space, gave them a little bit of a reset, and that's exactly what they needed. Absolutely.
Just a lot of hard running going on right now from Örebro as it stands. Hybrid just definitely not out of it as of yet, but maybe we'll see what is going on as the poll goes up again.
Yeah, long game ahead of us. Hybrid, plenty of time to get themselves back in as they set up in that horizontal set that they've been using all weekend.
Andy Lewis on disc, trying to see what he's got, finds a lovely pass. I believe Andy Lewis was not part of this team last year as another full field hammer comes up and it's just a little bit overshot. The receiver couldn't quite come down with it. And now another break opportunity for the Swedes in blue to counteract and to extend their lead by 2 in the final.
just off the fingertips there. These full field hammers. I mean, I think hybrids, really, they don't need to be taking these ambitious options.
No.
They have the skill to just run it down the field with the unders.
Absolutely, yeah. I think we've been seeing a lot in the tournament where they have resorted to the overheads, but never this early on, as another big shot comes up, and that is probably going to come down. And it is now indeed 3-1 to Örebro. That's a lovely, lovely throw.
Yeah, and well chased down there. Reeled in by Blomgren.
Unreal separation as well. Just the moment the disc went up and as he fans himself off. Yeah, I would, boy, I would. You got absolute wheels, sunshine. Very, very fast, very good separation. The moment he was away, I think he knew in his head he was always scoring. But again, Örebro putting on a show for us, just proving why they were the champions last year and why they are so far, as it stands, on their way back to reclaim the title and their gold medals of the tournament. Ball just landing a little bit short and shy of the end zone as Andy Lewis pops it up and just floating up, applying pressure, but always going to come down with it. Hybrid respond with a deep shot of their own, making it 3-2. The chase is on.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bit more like it from Hybrid. That is the sort of throw they're looking for. They've got these big receivers. Jakob Tam there getting under that one, but if you can just put the disc somewhere and give him a lot of time to read it, you have to trust him to come down with it.
Absolutely.
And you can see there, you know, defender knows it, that Tam's going to be able to get there, and a bit scared, goes early. In the end, just the easy clap catch.
Absolutely. The boxing out is definitely one of his greatest specialties. He's so wide, he's so tall, and his timing on terms of a deep shot where it's up in the air is just to perfection. So it's just the ideal deep target for any indoor team, especially when you're playing at a venue as big as this.
Örebro flowing to the near sideline, finding the disc into the center of the field. Working down the field, there's a wide open player, not found on the near sideline, but keeping that disc moving now, gaining the momentum.
Trying to get that nice little easy reset, really good handler movement from Örebro. And another little deep shot, and that is another brilliant, lovely little score for the boys in blue, making it 4-2.
Yeah, I think Colisio caught napping a little bit there towards the end, on the mark, and yeah, this player escapes and
straight into the end zone. He's not going to want to watch that one back. He knows that's a big error.
No, it's some very nice movement though to capitalize on that switch. Like, the switch was executed well, but punished very quickly by Örebro.
And to not take anything away from the Örebro offensive cutter, number 24, very good shape, and the thrower, number 70, whose name I actually do not know, I do apologize, is Ludwig. It was a very lovely throw, just to find it in the space for Kasper there. So now we come back with a hybrid offensive point. Andy Lewis just on the disc now, looking deep again. He's got two receivers in the area, and it's going to come down with it again. Truly a lovely little put. A small little embrace from the hybrid boys at the end, just to decide who wants it. To be fair, lovely little bit of teamwork there. Number 18 just boxing out the other opposition.
Yeah, it's a great read once again. He takes it right at the peak of his jump. Doesn't really know if there's anyone around, but taking it down with authority, Jakob Tam, and I doubt it'll be the last time we see that in this final.
No, I have a feeling he's got the ability to do that a couple more times. But yeah, 4-3. We've got a it's a very spicy game. It's a very entertaining game. Lots of deep shots, lots of back and forth. And let's see what we've continued to got ahead of the game as the boys in blue come back out on offense.
Yeah, exactly what you want to see out of a final so far. Nice and intense.
That's a lovely bid from Ludwig just to make sure that the play stays alive as he gets back the disc. Looking for that nice easy dump reset.
Escaping the near sideline very well there. I was just about to say, Hybrid, maybe with the game plan, try and keep Örebro on this near side, but it's just finding the release valve, and it's just classic indoors. Örebro, very experienced at this, just finding those free players wherever they are, taking those overheads and just keeping that disc moving.
Absolutely.
Looking for that upside down backhand.
Oh, Ludwig thought about it, but he's obviously being patient and biding his time, as well as the rest of the players on the team. Oh my, Ludwig. Ludwig, you don't need to do a no-look there. Completely free in the end zone, and now making it 5-3 to Örebro. I believe it was a no-look. It looked like a no-look from my angle, but that is a very nice score. Yeah,
from where we are, could see that gap opening up nicely from the camera angle. You can see Appletinge is on the hunt the whole time. Yeah, but you can see once Bergholm gets this disc back in the center, you can see the gap open up. Here he is with the disc now. You can see that gap and he finds it.
Not quite the no look. He looked back the moment he threw it though. Very close. Making it now 5-3 as Hybrid are now back up on offense. Lovely first pass to Tanum. Just Hybrid, just cycling the disc very well. Very good movement here. A little bit of a low one towards Tanum, but he does receive it and just does a lofty little scuba and a nice little knee slide victory score, making it 5-4.
Yeah, a couple of scoops required for that point, but nice quick movement from Hybrid, showing that they're not just throw it up in the air and see what happens kind of team. They do have the movement down the middle, and that is going to have to be how they get themselves back into this game. Gonna have to show Örebro that they can play both ways, make them scared of multiple options, and it's a nice little flip from
actually
Tam.
So naughty, very cheeky from the big man, and a lovely little foot spike just to rub a little bit of salt in the wounds for the boys in blue. Hybrid still chasing the game, but so far still really nothing in it, just that the first break early on giving Örebro the lead.
Bergholm with the disc, looking to make something happen. Just keeping it in the center of the field to now. Örebro, and up goes the shot, the other end of the disc this time.
And Ludwig comes down with it again. It's a very, very lovely good score, making it 6-4.
Very well taken there by Bergholm under the pressure of Appletinge. And that is no mean feat. He is a big defender to get past, and the throw probably not released exactly how it was intended, but taken down very well there. Keeps Örebro with their nose in front, 6-4.
The ability of the receiver to come down with that, the angle of the throw in the end zone was truly impressive. So now just over 25 minutes left to go. Score 6-4 to the reigning champions of Hello Stockholm. Let's see if the lead holds. Let's see what Hybrid come out with, as that is Brit by the Hybrid receiver, starting off with a handler.
Yeah, and you can see Hybrid with those two cutters on the far side. They've got Tam isolated on this near side once again, and up he goes.
He did think about it initially.
Not take it. Having to come all the way back. The defensive pressure is huge. Lewis wants to shoot. He hasn't this time.
Oh, and that is a good attempted bid. I believe a foul has been called. I believe it is uncontested as well. I think, yeah, you're never really gonna not call a foul there, but very much taken in good spirit from the Örebro defender. So no bad blood there, just very high, good, intense frisbee. And a lovely, lovely bid to keep the play alive. Just looking for the fake, it's just not quite there for the deep shot.
Tam streaking deep. Lewis wants it again, just has to settle for the center this time, but they know what they want to do this point, and it is find Tam in the space once again.
Absolutely. Oh, and Andy Lewis finding the perfect hammer throw, making it 5-6. That was a lovely, lovely offensive round from Hybrid, but also a very, very good high pressure from Örebro. Very, very closely contested.
Yeah, I've yet to see this Örebro side play at the tournament, but this defensive pressure is smothering, making Hybrid's life very hard, and I imagine that's what's carried them through to this final of the tournament.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see if we can get a break from Hybrid to make it even Stevens again. Might force teams to pull out something a little bit different, maybe. Or we could just see the exact same stuff we've seen the entire game so far, which is still thoroughly, thoroughly entertaining.
Yeah, we're going to see a bit of Bergholm running the show again, looking to give and go down that far sideline.
The sideline of Hello Stockholm seems to be in the support of Hybrid and their defensive efforts here. Clearly not wanting a two-time champion in Örebro of the boys in blue. Just thinking about where to put it. Not got too much, just a little reset. Just cycling, and Ludwig wanting the disc again.
On the far side, wanted to float that one through, but thought better of it, and finding wide open players. Hybrid getting a little bit loose with some of this defense, and Örebro quite happy to punish it and quite happy to just keep swinging the disc around for now.
Yeah, the one thing about Örebro is they are just so patient, and how has Ludwig come away with that one? He has absolutely no right to come with that one, and that is another score for the boys in blue, making it 7-5. Truly, just, I don't know how he's got away with that one at all. He was so close there with the bid, somehow coming out with it and managing to find the pass into the end zone. Just a lovely little lofty one, and just able to float it in and just run it in, and I believe that is half-time.
Yeah, I mean, you can see there, Appletinge has been on the hunt all game with that layout attempt. Not quite there. Bergholm kept his nerve, and as you say, that pass weighted perfectly into the end zone. Could quite easily have panicked and just flipped something, but no, floated it beautifully and takes the goal and takes the half. And Örebro coming out on offense here really need to do something to Hybrid. They
yeah, I think
have
so.
to get a block, and they're not able to match that tight defensive pressure that Örebro have been putting on. They're playing a bit looser, trying to clog up and cause chaos, but Örebro, team of their caliber, are not going to fall for it.
It is truly a spectacle to watch, this Örebro on offense and on defense as well. They're just, every time I see one of them run, they just keep running and running and running. They don't seem to stop. And they are running Hybrid a little bit rampant in terms of their offense, and that looks like it's going to be another good score for the boys in blue. Now extending their lead by 3 points. Oh, no, maybe actually not. There is indeed a call. I don't know what he's called, though.
I won't be surprised if it's a travel over there, with it being so close to the sideline.
Very true.
And I think looks like it's retracted.
No, it is
goal
yeah.
is given.
The score is correctly 8-5. Just very interested as to what it may have been over there.
It did look from a couple of reenactments like it might have been that travel.
Maybe, potentially, yes.
And sort of talked out of the call by a teammate, I think, because at the end of the day, that open side travel didn't really affect. So
No.
Hybrid, good integrity there, just letting that one go. Yeah, gonna have to fight their way back in now, and it all starts with another offensive point.
Yeah.
And they've got the big line out there, and they've got the throwers out there.
If that is a power line for Hybrid, if I've ever seen it, it is this one. They're going to have to pull something out of the bag with just over 18 minutes left to play to see what they can do to this from Örebro team as a big shot comes up, and he's actually come down with it in between the middle of two defenders. Let's see what they do. He's got a, oh, I believe he may have called a slight foul potentially, because just boshing into him maybe. Not actually too sure. I think it's, yeah, disc is in, we are in. I believe maybe potentially a foul was called.
Up goes the scuba, but it's too much.
It's just too far. Just an overthrow on the scuba, potentially giving the Swedish boys in blue another opportunity for a break, potentially here. There's not what Hybrid needed to do. I respect the idea, just the execution, just too far. He lifted his foot up at the last second, and as the disc is back in play, Tanum trying to defend it, but he's absolutely roofed him, and that is an unbelievable score, making it 9-5.
Wow, Örebro here to play, and no messing around, just trust in the teammate, and a great shape on the shot, going towards that far side the whole time. Incredible take there over the top.
That was really just given the dinner and absolutely scrammed it down, making it 9-5. This is a very, very impressive display from Örebro. Just wow, truly just very, very good frisbee. Every deep shot, every defensive pressure has just been so immaculate from them. Hybrid really just struggling to come up with the response for them. But they are on disc now. Maybe they get the response now. Again, more tight defensive pressure as there is a free man in CJ here. Just cycling it around here, just biding time. I think this is what they need to be doing, really. As hard as it is and as hard as the defensive matchups are, they really do need to be cycling that disc, as there's a very close bid. Very close bid. I think he's just called a foul there for the body contact. Yeah, foul uncontested, accepted very well.
Yeah, quite physical game, and I think Kalicia now just is realized it and is like actually not happy with this level of contact. Gonna call those, so try and dial it back in as Hybrid keep cycling the disc. Lewis with the shot towards the Albeltons in the end zone, but underdone, and Angergaard with the reception, and Örebro with the disc once again.
The tight defensive D matchup is truly a spectacle to watch, as another deep shot comes up and comes down with it again. Oh my word. Oh, just flexing on the Hybrid player, just a little bit in your face, maybe just a little bit too much there, but you've got to appreciate the wheels there. As you can see, he set off a very long time ago, and just down the sideline is always very, very tough. Very, very impressive from number 79 there. And just, it's just a little bit showboaty, but...
Yeah, when you're 10-5 up, maybe not required.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe when it's a little bit closer, it would be nicer.
But I think, you know, in my mind, the throw there has done all the work. Angergaard managing to get that interception and then just whip the disc all the way down that sideline. Never went above head height.
No, it's stayed at that height pretty much the entire length of the pitch. And if you've been watching all weekend, these pitches are not small. It was a pretty good throw. As we are now at 10-5, Hybrid to receive the disc again. Just maybe a little bit demotivated, just slightly, but they're still putting on the show. That's an unreal defensive bid to swipe it away. But, you know, Örebro have been doing this tight defensive play all game long. In fact, all weekend long, and I think this has been the best it's been all week. It's just another degree of good defensive frisbee, and it is truly paying off as they come up with another opportunity to break there. Just working it in the end zone, and another scuba. It's truly just having your dessert after you've had your dinner, and they are truly and thoroughly enjoying dessert at this point. That is now 11-5 to the Swedish boys in blue. It's a very much different scoreline to what it was last year. This defensive play is, he has no right to do that, and it's just...
Angergaard one more time.
Just give him the MVP at this rate. This is truly a spectacle from Angergaard.
I mean, if you're unfamiliar with Swedish Ultimate, it's very unsurprising that Angergaard is doing all of this. He has been a very capable player. And we see Blomgren there, the goal scorer, back on the field, keeping the D-line out there. Örebro running away with this one. Let's see if Hybrid can just settle themselves, get a nice clean offensive point in, but I can tell you right now that Örebro are going to do everything in their power to stop that one from happening.
Yeah, good feed from Andy Lewis to keep the play alive there. Yeah, I have a feeling they'll want to cap it as a flying bid comes in. This tight defensive pressure from Örebro, but maybe just a little bit too short, but not realizing there's a defensive player in there. Oh, and he's roofed him. And that is a nice little reply from Hybrid. The little head spike. Initially looked like the defensive player had position, a little bit pushy there. And 71 just a little bit annoyed and a little bit frustrated that he didn't come down with it, but now making it 11-6. A nice reply from Hybrid there.
Yeah, and I mean, they're gonna have to pull something out here on defense. They do have Jakob Tam and Abeltunge out there, both capable of getting these big blocks, but so far we haven't seen it. The Örebro side has just been so patient that Hybrid have not had a look in on the defensive side.
I was going to say, the defensive plays, respectfully, have all been from the other team. They've all been from the boys in blue, and it truly has just been a pure spectacle of raw athleticism at its finest in indoors. But now Örebro on the offense here. And as good as it has been on defense, it has also just been as good and as clinical on offense. The movement from the handlers is truly making good space. And just another cross field roll curve, making it 12-6.
Yeah, I think Hybrid so scared of these deep shots that Örebro have been throwing that now it's just going the other way, where Örebro just take all these little underpasses.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
I mean, very tough position to be in mentally as Hybrid here, but battle hard to make it all the way to the final and get another go at it. And currently not going their way, but we have seen crazier things in Ultimate.
Oh, we absolutely have. Maybe there is a comeback train that brings it to 13-12, but it is a very steep mountain to climb back up. As the pull goes up in the air, I believe the cap is 13.
Oh, and
it's just a miscommunication. Miscommunication from Hybrid.
Yeah, Kalisho managed to get a couple of steps, but turned back, and the throw goes anyway. I think, you know, Hybrid know that their strength is in their height and athleticism. And up goes the shot straight away, all the way down the field. Is that one going to be too much?
Just too far there, just from the boys in blue. That's the first shot, I think, that's not actually ended in an Örebro score when it's gone deep.
Yeah, Angergaard getting a bit excited there. Wanted to take home the glory with that full field flick hack.
Yeah.
But Lewis now with the disc and the break chance for hybrid.
No,
still the hold.
Still the hold, absolutely, yeah. So we will see.
Up it goes again this time.
Coluccio is under it, and there is a defensive play, but I think he's called a foul, potentially on the contact in the air on his hand. Spectator on the sideline, absolutely not having it.
Yeah, well, we'll see the replay here.
Ooh.
It's hard to see the frames per second, unsure, but
I think potentially 23 may have had his hand there just in front. It is going back, a contested foul. But of all people to have in the area, CJ is not a bad receiver to have.
Yeah, but it's not a bad defender to have.
It's just truly a battle of athleticism there. So let's see if they run the same play again, or if they'll do something a little bit different. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be something a little bit different here. CJ managing to find the under there, managing to take one step free. Seems to be a little stuck, just taking it a bigger dump option than what he wanted. Now Stark now finding Andy Lewis, who manages to break free from his defensive mark, and a lovely hammer again.
Very nice shot there from Lewis to Abeltinge. You can see him looking for it, you can see.
Just convoluted, and just the little point to the corner is it's good real estate there to build properties there, lots of space to catch the hammer, making it 12-7.
Okay, and now Örebro have their first chance at an offensive point to take this game and this tournament home.
Yeah, I mean, if they do take it home back to as far as, I believe Örebro is, how far away is it from Stockholm? It's in the north somewhere, 3 hours away. I'm being told it's 3 hours away from Stockholm. The medal's not going too far away from home, but what a spectacle they have been to watch the entire tournament. The semi-final performance, an 11-2, and the final performance where it has been so far 12-7, but it is still not done as of yet.
Yeah.
Hybrid still have a chance to play defensively, although they are working the disc up towards that end zone.
Looking for that highlight play. Surely there's time for one more.
It has to be one for the cameras.
Up goes the blade. Ooh. Lewis has an attempt, but he's not there. And there's the shot. Is it too much this time? It is
it's
too much.
High. Good bit of defensive pressure from Hybrid. Maybe the game is not over, and maybe there is 4 more points to bring it back to 12-12, and then we get our fun universe point. But it will be very hard journey to come. Just a little bit too high there for Ludwig.
I mean, that would have been the highlight play that we asked for, but
it would be.
That almost is as well. And Abeltinge manages to hang on, finds Lewis on the near sideline, who's got Tam in the deep space. He likes that matchup. And
Tam just misreads it.
Off the fingertips. And Örebro gifted the possession back and looking to go all the way down the field, and a foul has been called.
A foul, yes. A stoppage, I think 18 has called it. It was just before.
Yeah, a bit of a push through on the cap by the looks of it.
Yeah, absolutely. The boys on the Örebro sideline are getting ready to potentially streak the pitch with the victory of their boys winning. But hopefully not, because I kind of want the game to continue, because this has been a very entertaining game to thoroughly enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, the athleticism that's been on display so far. And you can see Abeltinge is hunting for that block once again, but Örebro advancing towards the halfway line. The shot does not go this time. Bit stuck here, having to go backwards now. Örebro swing all the way across the field. Keep it moving, and up goes the disc.
And that is that, ladies and gentlemen. Örebro are the Open champions of Hello.com for the second year in a row. Hybrid are truly beside themselves. They are just very, very knackered. I think the class and pure athleticism from the Swedish boys in blue just took it away, and it was just truly a very, very impressive spectacle. 4 minutes to spare as well to finish off the game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Örebro, their absolute masterclass of indoor ultimate and adapting to these big pitches as well, you know, showing that they can do it all. They can throw those big shots, some huge grabs. I mean, from both sides, but especially from Örebro, and big layout blocks, just doing it all. And yeah, there's Angergaard there on your screen, put in a good shift to help the team out. But I have to say, a good team effort across the board. Lots of highlights.
Very strong team effort. It
really
was
nice.
Even when the defensive bids weren't there, just the pressure was truly breathtaking, and it was just a very fun spectacle to enjoy. But alas, we have our Open champions, and I believe we have a women's final coming up next.
Indeed we do, yes.
I have no idea who's commentating. I know it's not us. It could be us, but whoever it will be, I'm sure they'll be with very capable hands. And it was a pleasure to commentate with you for the final time.
Oh yeah.
If it was to be. But I believe it is the Latvian team versus, I think, the ladies from Estonia, I believe, if I'm correct, looking at their kits. Yeah, we've got it up on screen here. So Oga, the Latvian team, Moments, and Canela Rudi, I believe is the utmost attempt of my Estonian language. They're coming up next in just over 5 minutes time, because the final just finishing a little bit earlier. But I think we can probably head off now and bid the farewell from Hello.com, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we will be back next year.
Oh yeah, well, thanks very much for watching, and stick around for the women's final. It's going to be an absolute stormer. And yeah, thanks very much, Chuma, for commentating.
No, thank you, Rabbits, for having me as good company.